Okay, guys, we still got to figure out the beat drop, okay? Oh, okay, we got it.
Barely. What's up, guys?
Yo.
Welcome to the Champion Youth Podcast. I'm Andrea. Drea,
I'm Jake.
Whatever you want to call.
Jakey, wakey. You know what we were calling Ange earlier was
Ange Banange. Vanessa used to always call me that, and I was like, I don't know if that's a word, and I don't know if that rhymes.
Yeah.
But hey, we are so pumped to be here. Mm-hmm. Jake, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel so good.
Like,
we just got out of service. If you guys don't know, we're recording this on Sunday.
Ooh,
so service
Sunday
just ended.
Fun day.
Wow. What can I say? That service, absolutely amazing.
Just blew me out of the water.
PGD
honestly.
killed it, as always.
Yeah, like, what's new, you know? Like, when does PGD not kill it? Am I right?
100%.
Am I right? Can I get an amen from the people in the crowd?
Thank you.
If you're in the car, can I get an amen?
They just start screaming out their window.
Yeah, I hope you guys are doing that right now, wherever you are.
Oh my gosh.
Please shout amen.
Yes.
No, but we're pumped, and I think it was really fun to, like, just process all that we just heard.
Yeah.
But first, Jake, I wanted to didn't feel like you were talking about dogs the other day still, and I wanted to know like more of your thoughts about that first before we dive too deep.
Get too deep into
Pump
it.
the brakes.
So, yeah, Ange, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Tell me.
What do you think is going through people's heads where they name their dogs like human names?
Okay, that's actually funny.
Like, if I had a dog, my first thought isn't Doug.
Oh my gosh, that's so accurate.
Dog.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what's actually funny about that is I always think of I don't know if you guys have seen the movie The Proposal. Have you seen that? Good movie?
I think so. I think I have seen it.
Okay, Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Great movie. Highly recommend. Don't remember what streaming platforms it's on, but you can Google it yourself. There's the dog in that movie is like a little white dog. It's pretty funny, like super cute, you know. But its name is Kevin, actually. And so I just feel like every time I watch a movie, I'm like, why does this not fit at 100%. All? Like, why is this little dog Kevin? Yeah. We got people here, you know, just hanging out for service.
Yeah, sure.
What's up? Love you guys. But so, anyways, I just think it's so funny, and I think there's actually what's another layer to this, and I swear I'm not making this up. At my apartment complex, it's very like dog friendly. So there's just like a lot of dogs everywhere. There's even like a sign that says "Huge Dog Park," like trying to promote like come live here if you have a dog.
Bring your dog.
But there's also this dog that's I think like a little bit blind and kind of deaf and doesn't ever wear a leash because it's like
holding on from by a string.
I feel so bad. But yeah, I'm sorry. But this girl, like the owner, doesn't ever put a leash on it because it's like not gonna go anywhere. But I was like,
dog trying to run
but
around.
it always like sort of tries to follow me when I'm walking in the apartment, and I'm like, sorry, like hi, you know, and the girl's like, oh, like no problem, and I'm like, what's its name? And she's like, Kevin. I lost it.
But it's like,
so anyways, that's
like I don't know, if I had a dog, I would name it something cool.
Like
know?
what?
Like,
wait, don't you have a dog also?
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of, but I'm saying okay.
Sorry.
If I had another
a new dog.
A new dog. My dog's name is Chapulín, which in Spanish means cricket.
I got a translator. Wow.
It means cricket because he's really small and really kind of cute.
Okay.
And so
that's cute.
Yeah.
In my head, when you said cricket, I thought maybe you were gonna say like he's really quiet, like you know crickets.
No, he's
like,
very
can I
loud.
get a cricket sound inputted right here?
Or he was very loud. He's not as loud anymore.
Okay, so it means cricket in Spanish.
Yeah.
And did you come up with that?
Yeah.
As a child?
As a child.
How old?
I was 10.
He goes, I was.
I think I was 10 or 11 or something like that.
Okay. Also, if you're watching right now, I kind of forgot to mention that I'm totally like distracted.
Slapper. But yeah.
Yeah, we might have to do that if like you make a good point or something.
Yeah,
You might need a
100.
clap, an audience clap. You know?
Yeah.
But okay, so what about your current dog? Were you gonna say something about?
That's my current dog.
Sorry.
That is my current dog, Ange.
Wait, sorry.
But I'm saying if I had another dog, I would name
Sorry.
it something like
Help.
Hoss.
Hoss?
Yeah, like Hoss. Hoss. Like that's a boss name. Like
Okay,
that.
Kevin's a fan of that.
Yeah.
And Kevin, the one in the room, not the two dogs that I was mentioning earlier.
Not
Okay,
the little
Hoss.
blind Kevin.
So Hoss.
Yeah, Hoss.
How would you translate that into Spanish?
Jose.
Oh my gosh. Hey, that's a good idea. All right, well, if you get a dog,
No, I
let me
don't
know.
know.
You can move into the apartment complex.
Yeah, you'll be playing at the huge dog
there.
park.
Yeah. For Jose.
Oh man, but guys, it's also
amazing.
Memorial Day weekend this weekend.
True,
Yeah.
true. Got any plans?
Personally, I don't.
Okay.
This year's kind of boring, but you know, with a Mexican family, with my little
me.
Mexican dog named Chapulín, we always have arracheras on Memorial Day.
You have what?
Arracheras, which is like skirt steak, flank steak, whatever.
That
and
sounds very
seasoned, all Mexican like, and yeah. So that's probably what I'll be doing.
Seasoned, all Mexican like.
So that's what I'll be doing. What about you, Ange?
To be honest, don't have very many plans either, but I did find out that the apartment complex, the same one with the huge dog park, the pool opened today. So if it's nice tomorrow, I might have to
swim.
get some vitamin D out there, maybe read a book or two.
Go swimming with Kevin the dog.
Yeah, I hope Kevin's out there. No, they did say in the email, no animals by the pool. So Kevin won't be there, but
he's missing out.
yeah, but it'll be fun, just, hanging out. So hope you guys have some good plans today,
Yeah.
Maybe you have more time to listen to this right now. So
seriously, why wouldn't you want to do this on your day off?
Right. But also like set a reminder for every week. Am I right? 5 p.m. live. Here we go.
100%.
Premiering. But yeah, so back to Sunday. We're bringing it back. Jake, do you have anything that like stood out, or maybe we should do a little review? Like,
I think the one thing. Okay, guys. So a little backstory.
Tell me. I'm listening.
If you guys know, I'm really kind of like into fashion here and there. I dabble.
Ooh,
And
Jake is very fashionable.
I dabble here and there, and I really like some designer stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
A lot of my money goes that way. And
Hey, that's fair.
And but today, Pastor was talking about like designer. Like
Yeah.
God is the ultimate designer, right?
Oof,
He
sheesh.
designed our soul, and so I was like thinking about that. Like. I can spend all this money on bags, Louis Vuitton, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But God paid the ultimate price for us. He paid for our soul, and I think that's so awesome that He was willing to do that as a designer, pay for His own creation, and say, "Hey, you're mine. I'm gonna keep you." And I think that's something that stuck with me that Pastor was talking about. So, yeah,
That's huge. I was gonna say though, like you like designer stuff because like it's like better quality, like it's or like I guess
trying to justify why you like designer stuff is kind of hard sometimes.
No. I'm just curious because I feel like it does translate. Like you like designer kind of because of the name. Like it carries a weight. It's like more
100%.
special. It's unique. It's worth the money. Otherwise, like people wouldn't buy it.
100%.
Like they for whatever reason that they want it. It's like designer is better than buying a bag at Walmart.
True, yeah.
Like it's better quality. It's like I don't know. It's special. It's unique. And so when he was talking about that, it's like it's worth we're worth the price. Like we're designer. Like he designed us, and so we are like we're worth it. And so when the pastor was talking, I liked that he said, like if you have a bag of rocks, like people aren't really gonna pay that much money for that because it's like they're so common. Like I can find some rocks outside. Like why do I need to pay for that?
Right.
But if it was a bag of diamonds, you would pay for that because it's so special. It's unique. It's valuable. And so that's how we are.
Yeah.
Like we're considered designer because we're special. Like we're not just everywhere. Like there's no one like me. There's no one like you. There's no one like whoever you're watching. Whoever you are watching.
It's like what you're saying. It's like about what you place value on. You know? And it's
that's
like
huge.
I think it's so awesome that God places so much value on us. You know what I'm saying? And I think through that, like Pastor also mentioned that it was Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yeah,
right.
Huge.
And I think it was super important that as God places value on us, we should also place that value on other people. Right. So it's like if I'm out in the world, like I see Andge, I'm like, oh, you're a bag of rocks, you know, like you're not that great. Like that's not going to make her feel great. And, you know what I mean? It's
rough.
Like, we have to value other people as if they were bags of diamonds. Maybe you don't get along with them, but know that they're created. They're also people that have gone through things and that have experiences. And I think it's important that we focus on that and take that into consideration when you have interactions with people daily, like even just at the Starbucks, like with someone at Starbucks, like, you know, the person that's serving you is of value. And I think that's cool. When you know your value, you know others' value. And I think that's good.
Clap for that. Clap for that. Yeah. No, that's so true. And with that, like he was talking about giving space for grace. Like I know the freedom personally that comes with like when you really receive God's grace, like when you need it and you're like, dang, like God, thank you for like giving me grace in this. Like our mistakes don't define us. Like our shortcomings don't define us. And we're a work in progress. And like we can't rush that process. And so I don't know, making space for grace for yourself, like because God does that for you, but we have to do that for others too. So I thought that was like so huge. And I just feel like here at Champion Youth too, like that's what we do. Like we're not going to condemn you or condone the things you're doing. Like we're just cultivating your worth, reminding you of your value 100%. And that you're like better than any designer item that you could ever buy. So I just think that's cool. And actually with that too, he also talked about the story of like dropping your rock or whatever. And like, we need to not be the first ones to like cast stones, but we need to be the first ones to like drop our rocks and realize like we have no place to condemn anyone because of all the mistakes we've made, 100%. You know? So it kind of goes along with what you're saying, like just mental health awareness and just realizing that like we gotta have grace for people and realize that there's value in others as well.
I think what you said about like having space for grace, you know, like it applies to yourself too. You know, like what you're saying. I think it's huge. Like for me personally, like growing up, like I was really hard on myself all the time, whether it was like my grades or if it was like my friendships or whatever, you know, it's like you need to allow yourself to make mistakes too. Cause like if you're so hard on yourself, you're just gonna be banging down on like all the things that you do wrong. And, you know, like you're gonna spend your whole life like looking back on it and be like, why was I so like mean to myself? Like, why am I like, I was like, I don't know. I always wanted other people to be like feel good and wanted them to like, but I never took care of myself. Wow. So like, if I'm not taking care of myself, how am I ever going to actually be able to value others, take care of others? So it's important that, you know, have space for grace for yourself as well, you know? Take that day off if you need it, you know, like it's important. And so
that's so true. And even like, I just thought of like so many things as you were talking, but I feel like even for yourself, like you said, how are you supposed to, if you don't take care of your soul, you can't take care of other people's. So that's huge. And even giving grace for yourself is important because I feel like the mistakes I've made is when I've learned the most. And so if you are always like trying to not make a mistake, then it's like, you're never going to learn really. Like you gotta be okay with, like Pastor always says, fail forward or like just kind of like accepting the fact that you're going to make mistakes and like that you're not perfect and like almost being proud of that. Like that's why we say like we're happy and perfect people because it takes the pressure off and then you can keep learning. And I feel like I make mistakes constantly and I've personally been like trying to like process through that and be like, okay, like I gotta just take this and see this as a learning opportunity, like always, because like what can I learn from this instead of like, why did you do this, you know, but just really being like, all right, how can I be better next time? And it's a work in progress.
No, 100%. You know, HIP, WIP, happy and perfect people, work in progress, baby. Come on now.
Hip and whip.
Hip and whip. But
so good.
Yeah, no, seriously, I don't know, like
there's so many thoughts. I could talk about this forever.
I don't know. I mean, it even ties into the whole idea of us being the pearl of great price. Like, you know what I mean? Pastor taught about that for a few weeks and how much like he's just been speaking so much like about how much God values us. And I think it's awesome. And
the cool thing with the pearl was like the pearl is valuable, but it also like is reflective. I liked that. Like when you think about a pearl, it's kind of shiny. It reflects. It's supposed to like, we're supposed to reflect God's love. And then on top of it, like together, we're a strand of pearls and we're like better together. We're more beautiful together. And like, we're the beautiful gates that are supposed to that are made of pearls, like it talks about in the Bible, but we're supposed to like be open arms to people. And like we're saying, it ties in because that's how we have space for grace. That's how we just welcome people in with open arms, like without judging them for their mistakes or their past or their pain or their situation. It's just like, this is not said enough. And Pastor communicates it, I think, just so clearly and so often, because it's the most important thing. So anyways,
that whole thing about reflection, though, it's cool. I heard a quote once, I don't know, it was like on Twitter or something. I'm
Love Twitter. Jake's a big Twitter guy.
I am a big Twitter guy. But it was about how, like, as a person, you're a reflection of everyone that you've encountered, you know?
Whoa.
So it's like, I can meet Kevin and I can meet Emmett and I can meet Andge, and through those experiences and my friendships, I've become this certain person because of that. You know what I mean? Like the framework of who you are is through your like the people, your associations. So it's like, when I think about that, it's like, what is my reflection? What am I leaving an impact on? Like on other people? You know what I mean? It's like, am I being that pearl or am I being a bag of rocks? Like,
classic Jake.
So it's like, what, like, how are you leaving an impact on someone's life by those interactions? And I think it's like, it's super huge to like remember, like, even if it's just like a small interaction, you're having an impact on someone's life. You know what I mean? And so to value yourself, to value them, make sure that your soul's healthy, make sure that you're good, you know? And it's like, it's important. So
that's awesome. And practically, like, it's like, what does that look like? Like, you know, maybe you're middle school, high school, like maybe, I know school's ending, but if you do have a few days left, thinking about those interactions that you probably have on the daily of like at lunch or in the hallway or in class, like how are you making other people feel? You know, I mean, it's obviously, like Jake said, you got to take care of yourself too, but like what aroma or like what impacts are you leaving on them? 100%. How are you talking to people? Like, how are you making them feel loved and seen and heard in the way that you would want as well? So I just think that's cool. But maybe this summer too, be like thinking of ways like, all right, like how can I love people? How can I give more space for grace? Honestly, and we'll have to talk about this later, maybe next week, but like with your family, like whoever you're living with, like you gotta have grace for your parents even. And so we could talk about that more at some point, but like just try to do that this summer too. Why not? Let's make this a designer. We have to realize that we're designer souls, I guess.
You're a designer pearl necklace. Designer pearl necklace
Gucci,
choker.
Am I right? Yeah, what's your favorite designer?
My personal favorite, Louis Vuitton.
Wow.
I would have to say.
Wow.
Yeah. I love the LV.
That's amazing.
Shout out Kim
What do you
Jones.
have? What do you have that's Louis Vuitton? You want to say to the fans?
I have a duffel bag. I have a wallet.
Okay.
I mean, I have a few things, but yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So let's be Louis Vuitton and realize that we are
LOVE. Love you.
Oh my God.
But and you were talking about going into the summer with like scope and stuff, but
and just realizing that like we have the best designer, and so let's like bring out the designer in other people. I don't know, like bring out the value in them and make them realize like that they're worth it. Like, and no matter what mess you have or however your work in progress. I was going to mention, I love when Pastor talks about like, which we've probably said before too, but I think about it all the time. Just like how it takes, what is it? What's the temperature that boils water? 212 or something? Anyone know? Okay, we got someone looking it up because I got to remember this. I'm pretty sure it's something around that, but
37 degrees Celsius.
Oh my gosh. I feel like Fahrenheit, my guess is 212. Tell us if we're right. Suspense is building, but I will say that either way, am I right? Oh, 212. Thanks, PGD, for the wisdom. But it might not seem like it's not anything is happening, like 1 degree at a time. It's like, okay, is this water going to boil yet? You know, but like taking care of your soul, it's like, it's a process. Like we just got to get a little better, you know, like try a little bit more, 1 degree one day. And eventually when it hits 212, like we'll see more harvest. So don't get discouraged if like you kind of keep making the same mistakes or keep, you know, you just got to keep like grinding and moving forward. And it's not like you have to keep modifying your behavior, but really fixing your thinking, because right thinking will produce right living. Or I think he said 100%. Today, right believing will produce right behavior.
Yeah,
so
100%. That's funny that you brought that up. I actually want to get that tattooed.
No way.
Like 1 degree, like the symbol.
No way.
Yeah, it's so
I
funny.
I want to get that. 212 right here.
But yeah, I think he also said once that it's like you're like keep going, keep pushing every day, because you never know if you're 1 degree off from hitting that mark, you know. And it's like, if you've ever dealt with like, am I here? What's my purpose? Like, you know, just contemplating like life, you know, just know that there's always a purpose. There's always a purpose to keep going, purpose to keep living, because you might be 1 degree off, you know, and like if you rob yourself of that, like you're doing yourself a disservice, the people around you a disservice. And but guys,
this was good. Man, I could talk about this forever, honestly, but this was amazing. Jake, thank you for talking about that.
A little lighter though.
Yeah, tell me.
Side, guys.
Okay, tell us.
And just talking about the summer.
That's right.
We have block party.
We got the block party. How can I forget?
Sunday.
Ooh,
the 6th. So you guys, seriously, we have a lot in store for you guys, so don't miss it.
I love it. And June 6th at 6.
Yeah, at 6. So it's going to be super sick, and me and Andge will be there. Come say hi.
I honestly can't even wait.
Hey, we might be recording a podcast.
God, we don't know. We'll see. We don't want to make any promises. But that'd be fun to, you know, just kind of get you guys on there, hang out. Yeah, it'll be great. But enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your week. We love you.
We love you so much.
We'll see you later.
Peace.